News on the go for you now, coming out of the Western Cape. Police are currently there conducting an operation around the destruction of millions rands of worth of drugs. The National Police Commissioner in Fannie Masemola is giving an update on how that is actually unfolding. Let's listen in.
And they undergo forensic analysis at our forensics labs, which you know, one is in PE, one in Pretoria, one is in Cape Town. The total estimated drug value that we are destroying today is 800 kilograms of drugs that are being destroyed. In value, money, street value is in excess of 340 million rands. It is our second visit to this province in Western Cape. In the last 12 months, about a year ago, we gathered at this very plant to destroy 550 million worth of drugs. Ladies and gentlemen, in the 3 years, we have destroyed various types of drugs worth 5.2 billion rands. The 5.2 billion rands included drugs that were confiscated nationally during 2022-2023 financial year, which was approximately 20.8 ton of drugs. And in 2023-24, there was approximately 14.5 tons that have been destroyed in this financial year, which is the 24-25 financial year. We have 15.2 tons that have been destroyed to date. Just in the past week, ladies and gentlemen, we have police have registered several successes, which include discovery of firearms caches here in Cape Town, in an intelligence-driven operation in this province of Western Cape. The anti-gang unit, together with the crime intelligence in this province, followed up on information and seized 26 illegal firearms in Belleville South, as well as Steckland in Cape Town. Some of these firearms included 3 AK-47 assault rifles, 1 assault R5 assault rifle, 3 Uzi submachine guns, 2 revolvers, and 6 M26 hand grenades, and a lot of ammunition, and also 50,000 tablets of mandrakes were seized. 2 suspects have already appeared in court on a charge of illegal possession of the firearms, ammunition, and drugs, as well as explosives. The recent success sent out a strong message in our province that is struggling with gang-related violence. But as police, here again we have hit the backbone of the gangs, because this confiscation is related to one of the gangs in this province. Yesterday in Gauteng, I'm sure you've seen, the media have covered it quite well, a drug manufacturing lab that was identified and discovered in Western area, where police were executing a search and seizure warrant. They found drugs worth 10 million rand and a plant. 2 suspects have been arrested thus far. In the past 2 weeks, 3 drug traffickers were also arrested at OR Tambo International Airport. The drug traffickers included 2 South Africans who were found with a combined value of 7.5 million worth of cocaine, as well as a 55-year-old Nigerian drug trafficker. All the suspects have just landed at OR Tambo. They were all coming from Brazil. In the past 6 months, more than 20 drug traffickers have been arrested at OR Tambo International Airport, which is known as a gateway to Africa. We applaud the vigilance and the cooperation of our law enforcement agency together with the South American Law Enforcement Agency. On Wednesday last week, 6 million rands worth of cocaine, which was disguised as hair products, was also seized at one of the warehouses next to OR Tambo International Airport. The shipment was from Brazil en route to France, but via South Africa. Just this week, the Hawks have seized 720,000 worth of ecstasy in East London bus depot, and these drugs were transported by a suspect from Durban to Cape Town. In another drug bus, the Hawks, in KwaZulu-Natal, through intelligence-driven operation, they also seized the drugs worth 450 million rands at Golela land port of entry. We are still executing Operation Shanela, which continue to deal with criminals, and since its inception in May 2023, 114,769 suspects were arrested for being in possession of drugs, and 29,820 suspects were also arrested for dealing in drugs. So we make sure that we fearlessly deal with drugs in the country and that which comes into our country. We are today exhibiting the destruction of drugs this morning, which we have our component quality management services that have done an audit of the drugs that we are destroying this morning. As you are aware, the drugs we confiscate, they go to the various labs for analysis, confirmed. Once the case is finalized, then it's then that we bring the drugs for destruction. Of course, today we are here destroying approximately or just over 800 kilograms of drugs, which included your methacolone, Mendrax, methamphetamine, which is tech and cocaine, and various other narcotics, including scheduled medication, but which came into the country illegally. Of significance case is the Swartkop case in PE, which most of the cocaine that we are destroying today, of weighing about 513 kilograms, come from that Swartkop inquiry case, which it was also a shipment coming from Brazil, and there were no arrests made in this country, in South Africa, regarding this case. But there were arrests in Brazil because we are collaborating or working with them. There were arrests in this regard, but in the Brazilian side. The safety and well-being of our communities remain a top priority. The destruction of drug exhibits is conducted in strict compliance with occupational health and safety. I'm sure you have seen yourself how it is done next door, and it's done controlled. And we did some 1 or 2 tests which you have seen exhibited, which indicates that the drugs are still pure as they were when they were confiscated by a SAPS. From the storage, as I said, the quality management component, they made sure that what has been checked and audited and sealed at the lab, when it arrives here, they do the same check again. We have seen as it comes out of the vehicle again, it was checked into the vehicle, checked out to make sure that it is still contains the same amount of drugs that were confiscated. I thank you very much. Sure.
Thank you, Masemola. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the National Commissioner of the SAPS, General Fannie Masemola, is taking us through what today is all about. I think well done to the colleagues on the ground. 5.2 billion worth of drugs destroyed in 3 years. It's quite huge. So well done to the men and women in blue. I'm now going to give colleagues an opportunity to ask questions. If there are any, you indicate.
Good morning, this is Alaman, Eyewitness News. General, can you take us through the time frame of these confiscations? For how long can the drugs stay in these facilities before they are being destroyed? I know you said that you have to wait for the court processes to finalize, but I did hear something about some of these drugs dating back to like 10 years that have been sitting here. Is that the case, and for how long can drugs stay? Thank you.
Thanks. Well, the drugs can stay in the lab as long as the case is pending. It depends. Most of these are from 2019, which will say is not quite a long period, but it can take up to 10 years, is correct. And also, let's just clarify, drugs don't stay at this facility. Here we just came to destroy, so criminal mustn't come here looking for drugs. Drugs stay with us, SAPS, at our lab. If they want to challenge us, they can come there, find us ready. So, but yeah, they stay as long as a case is pending. It's unpredictable how a case can take. Some of the cases, you will find that maybe it's an inquiry or there is nobody arrested, it's just a confiscation. Those goes much quicker to destroy. Thanks.
Any other question, colleagues?
I just wanted to figure
Fred died 4 injured.
It was confiscated in the last 3 years, and then you mentioned the case earlier this week where a cache of arms was discovered, including land rats, and you said it's affiliated with the gang in the Western Cape. Are the drugs that are destroyed here today, are they linked to gangsterism? Is that linked directly to gangsterism?
Yeah, yes, the firearms are linked to gangsterism. We are still investigating other cases, hence we don't want to give you the name of the gang, but you will know as time goes on which gang is that. Yeah, drugs are imported mostly, yes, from South America to here. Well, some of them end up with gangs, some of them are spread across the country. As I said earlier, some are just in transit. We've seen some of them in transit here and via to Europe and other countries. Thanks. What is it?
Clarity on the destruction.
Okay, the amount.
So 5.2 billion destroyed. Yeah, destroyed. Destroyed. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question, colleagues?
All right, so those are live visuals that we're beaming to you from Cape Town. That's because police are essentially giving us feedback on plans to destroy drugs weighing about 800 kilograms.